Top 20 running back rankings for 2025. Super excited to get into this video, guys. These rankings may change a little bit as the season starts to creep in a little bit longer, but we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to get right into it. At number 1, you know we're going Saquon Barkley. He lit the NFL on fire last year. He was running all over. He was in the offense for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, while I do not think that it's going to continue, that he's going to be as dominant as he was last year, let's just call a spade at this point. We know Jalen Hurts is going to want some part of this offense. Right now, the identity of the Philadelphia Eagles is Saquon Barkley, and I know AJ Brown wants to get his, Devonta Smith wants to get his, and Jalen Hurts really wants to get his. We saw the tush push take a little bit of a step back because they really didn't need it, because they had Saquon Barkley running the football all over the field. So, and I told you guys last year, look, take a step back on Jalen Hurts, because Saquon Barkley is going to come in here and run for a ton of touchdowns, and he sure was able to do that quite a bit. He is clearly my number 1 running back on the board, and while I do think he is going to take a step back, I don't think he's going to take back a step back far enough to where he's roll into number 2 or number 3. He is clearly my number 1 running back on the board. Now, coming here at number 2, maybe some controversy between some people, but I'm going to go Jahmyr Gibbs here. I think he's taking a step forward. When David Montgomery went down with injury last year, we saw what Jahmyr Gibbs was able to do. He was electric. He was prolific. He ran the ball with a lot of authority, and now even with David Montgomery back, yeah, they're going to have a little bit more of a role for him as well, but I don't think the role is going to be the same as David Montgomery did have whenever before the injury happened. I think they're going to start giving the reins more to Jahmyr Gibbs and saying, okay, this is going to be more of your football team now. You've got to show out. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is able to do that here and just kind of dominate, show us everything that what he can do. And I'm telling you, he could push for the number 1 spot, but I think Saquon just got way too much authority in his offense to where he's going to take a step back. So I have Jahmyr Gibbs at number 2, which means at number 3, we're taking a step back a little bit. We're going Bijan Robinson here. I think that Bijan is electric in himself, given a lot of opportunity, but I think having a rookie quarterback at Michael Penix, if Penix can't come out of the gate and be a good prolific passer, I think they're going to start stacking the box a little bit against Bijan Robinson to try to stop him, even though I still think he's going to get himself 100 yards rushing the game. He's a good threat out of the backfield receiving the football. I think Bijan Robinson, I had to put him at number 3. I give Jahmyr Gibbs just a step forward because I think Jared Goff is much more able to keep people out of the box for Jahmyr Gibbs, as Michael Penix, we're really not sure what we're going to see from Penix as of right now in a full year of starting from him. So I'll put Bijan Robinson at number 3 for me. And I think the touchdown king is at number 4. It's going to be Derrick Henry. This guy, listen, we know he had a prop last year, season-long prop for I think it was 9.5 or 10 point. I think it was 9.5 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns. I said, excuse me, we're going to slam that. He's a touchdown monster. And going on an offense with Lamar Jackson, guys, who are you going to stop? You're in the backfield like, do we need to focus on Derrick Henry? Do we need to focus on Lamar Jackson? And I'm telling you, even though it was kind of slow to start the season, Derrick Henry's like found his place in this offense, and I'm telling you, it was absolute fireworks. This is one of those guys that was actually scoring almost every single game. The dude is phenomenal. He's got such a high floor. As long as he can stay healthy, Derrick Henry is a stud, easily at number 4 for me. Number 5, guys, we're going Christian McCaffrey, guys. Christian McCaffrey is one of those guys that he could be the number 1 running back. He could. He has to stay healthy, and he's got to look like he was pre-injury. That's why I have him dropped at number 5. There's a couple question marks that we do have on Christian McCaffrey, but don't get it twisted. I think Christian McCaffrey is an amazing runner, probably the best running back when healthy and in his prime, like what he should be. He's clearly the number 1 running back on the board, but you got to think about some things, right? Christian McCaffrey, there's going to be a lot of question marks. He's got some injury history in his NFL career so far, and yet again getting injured again. Can he stay healthy this season? I think he does stay healthy. That's why I have him in my top 5 for my running backs here. So coming here at number 6, we're going Jonathan Taylor. This is one of those running backs that, look, if Anthony Richardson is the running back, they're going to just lean and give the football to Jonathan Taylor 20 plus times a game because Anthony Richardson can't hit the broadside of a barn. But if newly acquired Daniel Jones comes in here and becomes the quarterback, that could possibly even open up things even more for Jonathan Taylor. So it's a win-win situation in my eyes for Jonathan Taylor. He's going to tote the rock quite a bit, still quite young. He can run with the best of any running backs in the NFL. And look, I'm just saying, no matter what the situation is, I think Jonathan Taylor is set up for success to have a ton of rushing yards in 2025. So move right along here at number 7. We're going with the rookie Ashton Jeanty over there with the Raiders. He's going to get plenty of opportunity to run the football. Geno Smith and Pete Carroll's coming over here from the Seattle Seahawks, right? Even though there's going to be some options, there's not crazy receiving options out there that wants to go get the football. The number 1 wide receiver, Jacoby Myers, you still got Jack Beck over there. He the rookie from TCU, right? So there is a lot of options, right? Brock Bowers is going to probably warrant the most of the passing opportunities, but other than that, it's going to be Ashton Jeanty. He's going to be toting the rock, I would say 15 to 18 times a game, and I think he's going to be good with it. I think it's a much improved offensive line as well. Ashton Jeanty is set up for success. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, wait, Pete Carroll, he didn't want to give Marshawn Lynch the football at the goal line. Does he really want to run the football that much? I think he's learned his lesson quite a bit. I think Ashton Jeanty gets a plenty enough of a workload to become fantasy relevant in year 1 as a rookie running back. So we're gonna move right along here at number 8. We're going over Josh Jacobs, the running back for the Packers. We saw what he was able to do last year. Look, he's a really good running back, and they're really feeding him the rock. Even though you've got a plethora of wide receivers out there and Jordan Love throwing the football, I think Josh Jacobs, he's got a key role in this offense himself, and I think they are comfortable with him getting the rock quite a bit. Last year, he was a fantasy darling. He was a fantasy, I would almost say, not really a sleeper, but you was able to get him a little bit later in the draft than where he ended up. His ADP didn't really reflect on what he was able to produce in 2024. But in 2025, we see Josh Jacobs going to be just another stud again. Easily put him in the top 10 for me. Gotta love yourself some Josh Jacobs. Now we're going over number 9. We're going Devon Achane. This is one of those guys, absolutely electric. And I will be the first person to tell you that when he was a rookie, I was the first person that was kind of wrong about the guy. I thought he was too small, wasn't able to carry the rock. But now in the couple seasons that we've seen from Devon Achane, the guy can run 20 plus carries, right, in a game and be fine. I mean, the dude is electric. And trust me, when I'm telling you, you can hit the hole and he's gone. This guy, he's got some speed about him. I think coming in here, they got rid of Raheem Mostert. He's done moved along. They've got some people like the Jalen Wrights and such that's kind of there. But I think overall, the main guy is Devon Achane. Nobody's going to be taking some carries away from the guy. An absolute stud. And if Tua Tagovailoa can actually stay out of concussion protocol, it's going to be even better for Achane. So I love myself some Achane, easily in the top 10 for me. Coming here at number 10, we're going Kyren Williams, the running back for the Rams. Now, Kyren Williams, he's a stud. He's a stud. And he really didn't get any type of heat, you know, from the draft. I mean, Jarquez Hunter here, I really like that guy. You know, they tried to draft Blake Corum a couple years ago. That didn't come to fruition. I think Kyren Williams and possibly Matthew Stafford's last season, who knows, but I think they're going to need a steady running game. I think he's easily a 1,000-yard rusher here in 2025. I think he gets the rock quite a bit. Great fantasy producer for you. Had to put him in here at number 10 for me. I think he's a great running back if you're able to get him on your roster. Now we're coming here at number 11. We got to go Bucky Irvin, the guy who kind of took over the job from Rachaad White over there at Tampa Bay. Listen, guys, Bucky Irvin's got pretty much the total package for you. He can do everything. Run the football, catch the football out of the backfield, electric with the football. He's got a lot of good moves for you. He's really good and shifty, can move all over the line of scrimmage. And Baker Mayfield, I mean, he likes toting the rock over there and handing it to Bucky Irvin. So I think overall pretty good. Just missed the top 10 for me, but easily at number 11 for me. That means we're moving along. And number 12, another guy I was wrong on last year. I'm gonna have to say Chase Brown. I was big on Zach Moss last season. That really was absolute cock-a-doodle. Chase Brown came in there and he did great. I think Chase Brown could easily get 1,000 yards rushing this season. Didn't really get a lot of competition in the draft or in free agency. I think that Chase Brown could be the man for this offense. Joe Burrow and this electric offense in itself with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase on the outside. Listen, they're not going to be able to stack the box against Chase Brown, and I think he can do some damage. I mean, he could be a value play for you on draft day. I think he's not going to be drafted very high, but can produce high numbers. I like myself some Chase Brown. Move right along here at number 13. We're going Joe Mixon. A lot of people say, look, Nick Chubb's coming to town. That's going to hurt Joe Mixon. I mean, we even saw in the season-long props, I think they reduced him down like 100 yards or 50 yards, something like that, thinking it's going to hurt Joe Mixon's production. Look, Nick Chubb didn't look like the same running back he was when he came back with the Browns last season. He's a little bit sluggish, doesn't really have the cutting ability they had before. I think Joe Mixon's job is completely fine. He's going to be a value. He's also dropping ADP, so you could probably get him at a nice little value in your drafts. Joe Mixon, I think, is going to be himself a stud. So, coming at number 14, we're going James Cook as of right now. I know he's causing a little bit of a stink over there with Buffalo. What's going to happen with that situation? Ray Davis is waiting in the wings. And I think, guys, Ray Davis could have himself a breakout season this season if anything does happen with James Cook. James Cook wants the ball more. He wants more of a responsibility. He wants to produce, right? And it's like almost the Bills are like, do we really want to give him that opportunity? We're going to have to wait and see what happens in this contract situation. He may want a new contract. He may want more rushing yards. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, I had to put him at number 14 for me, which means number 15, we're going Alvin Kamara, which is crazy to say Alvin Kamara is the 15th best running back in fantasy football right now because he is a stud, y'all. Does Kendre Miller get a little bit of workload? Does Devin Neal, the rookie running back out of Kansas, does he get a little bit of workload here? But at the end of the day, I think they're going to need Alvin Kamara if they're going to be successful, right? Whether you have Spencer Rattler or Tyler Shook starting at the quarterback position, either one of those are inexperienced. So what are you going to do in an inexperienced quarterback room where you're going to run the football quite a bit? Maybe pass some check down pass out of the backfield. That's all Alvin Kamara. He's going to be a stud for fantasy football in 2025. I love myself some Kamara. Easily number 15 for me. Could possibly even go higher for me. We'll have to see how the rankings kind of end up for me. So we were along here at number 16. Boy, has the mighty fallen in Breece Hall. Guys, once Breece Hall was noted as maybe the number 2, number 3 running back, you know, in drafts. Right now, not looking pretty good for Breece Hall. Now we got newly acquired coach coming over there at the Jets saying he wants a 3-headed monster. What? 3-headed monster? Now I know Braylon Allen is really, really good, right? But what do they call it? Ibanaconda or whatever the other third running back is over there. They want to give him some love too? What? Breece Hall is a stud. So is Braylon Allen. I can see maybe a 2-headed monster. You talking about a 3-headed monster? Bro, that's killing me right now for Breece Hall. I'm saying stay away from this guy. Not because of the talent level, but just because you don't know how this offense is going to be utilized with Breece Hall. Is he going to have a step back, maybe only averaging 8 to 10 carries a game? That's going to be detrimental for Breece Hall. So as of right now, put him at 16. He might even be able to drop more than me, depending on how things start to shape out once training camp gets underway. So let's see. Next guy, we're coming in here. Kenneth Walker at 17. This is one of those running backs again. When Charbonnet came out, when he was drafted, they're like, look, there it goes. Kenneth Walker's done for. Charbonnet's really not taking the workload away from Kenneth Walker. He's still a good running back. We're still waiting on Walker to, let's see if he can eclipse 1,000 yards in 2025. We'll see. I just don't know if the running ability is there for this team, but we have to see what the new coaching regime is going to be. Do they hand the football quite a bit? Are they going to run the football more? We're going to have to wait and see, but Kenneth Walker right there at 17 for me. And at 18, the one that I was saying, the title of this video, guys, you'll never guess who is over here at 18 for me. I'm going Najee Harris, the running back for the Chargers. Like, yes, whoa, what's going on? They just drafted Marion Hampton out of UNC. He's going to be the guy, right? Nah, like a guy we just talked about, and Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet had the same thing coming out of UCLA. Say, oh, he's going to take over all the carries. He's going to be the man for this offense. The same situation is going to happen with Najee Harris. Remember, he's ran for 1,000 yards every season in his NFL career. He's ready to rock and roll, right? Marion Hampton's not going to come in here and do any of that stuff for you. He's going to take a little bit of a backseat. He's going to learn a little bit. Yeah, he was a highly drafted rookie, but I think having somebody like Najee Harris there, they're going, well, they want to push for the playoffs. I think Najee Harris is going to be the man. I think he easily gets close to at least 1,000 yards rushing this season. Marion Hampton's going to be decent, but I don't think he's going to be the number 1 running back. I think Najee Harris will be the number 1 running back. And if anything, there's even rumors swirling out there he might be traded over there to the Cowboys. Even way it goes, it doesn't matter. He goes to the Cowboys, he's the man, still getting 1,000 yards rushing. So no matter where Najee Harris ends up being, whether it's with the Chargers, Cowboys, or anywhere else, he's going to be 1,000-yard rusher. I had to put him in my top 20. He's coming in here at number 18 for me. Now we're going here at number 19. We're going to another rookie, Caleb Johnson, over there with the Steelers. Look, they need a running back. Jalen Warren's not going to be the bell cow running back there. Caleb Johnson will be the running back. I think he actually eclipses 1,000 yards himself. I think he's looking really, really good as of right now. He's going to take over that Najee Harris role and even probably be more involved than Najee Harris. Caleb Johnson, a perfect fit for this offense, and Mike Tomlin, I think you see a really good production out of Caleb Johnson. The sky's the limit for this guys. I like him at number 19. And last but not least, let's go over number 20. We're going over there with James Conner. This is one of those running backs. I have him at 20 right now. There's a little bit of a suspicion that there could be an injury coming for James Conner. we'll have to wait and see. But as of right now, I'm going to predict that he is not getting injured and running through, which means James Conner's number 20 for me. He can run with the best of them, can easily get 1,000-yard rushing if he stays healthy. He's a good touchdown machine. And Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison, all these guys, right? Trey McBride, they're starting to develop a good chemistry in the offense. So as long as they start being more prolific on the outside, which is going to open up the boxes for James Conner, which is going to give him more rushing opportunities. I love myself some James Conner in 2025 as long as he stays healthy. But guys, that is my top 20 running backs for 2025. Let me know what you feel down in the comments below. What do you think about Najee Harris being in my top 20? You may have never seen that in anywhere else, but I think that is true. It will come to fruition. Don't talk too much crap to me because you might regret it by the time the season is over. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. We're pumping out so much videos at this point. The ultimate goal here, to help you win a championship. We can do that here, right here at the Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.